Number 10, Tanya Harding. Tanya Harding is known for the infamous Nancy Kerrigan incident, but in 2000 she was arrested in her home for domestic abuse. Harding apparently threw a hubcap at her live-in boyfriend and punched him in the face. 9. Julian Edelman. New England Patriots wide receiver was arrested for groping a woman under her Halloween costume. Edelman was charged with indecent assault and battery at Boston's Storyville nightclub. Number 8. Mike Tyson. In the early 90s, Tyson was convicted of rape. For this, he spent 3 years in prison. In 2006, he was pulled over after he almost crashed his car into an SUV. He was arrested and charged with a DUI and drug possession. A few months later, he checked himself into a rehab. Number 7. Michael Irvin. In 1996, former NFL wide receiver Michael Irvin was arrested for possession of cocaine. Irvin infamously showed up to his court appearances in mink coats and was hit with a $10,000 fine, community service, and 4 years of probation. After retirement, Irvin was arrested in 2005 for possession of drug paraphernalia. The charges were later dropped. Number 6. Ed Belfour. The partying goalie played the "Do you know who I am" card like a boss when he was cuffed during an out-of-control drunken episode at a hotel. Ed Belfour reportedly offered the arresting officer a bribe of $1 billion to drop the charges. Thankfully for Belfour, police turned down his offer, saving himself $999,999,500 when he posted a $500 bond at the jail to be released. Number 5. Pete Rose. For years, Pete Rose repeatedly denied betting on baseball while managing of the Cincinnati Reds. His gambling record showed otherwise. Investigators discovered payments to bookies made through the summer months, a time in which Major League Baseball was the only active sport. Rose's illegal gambling got him thrown out of baseball, and in the early 90s, he did a 5-month jail sentence for tax evasion. Number 4. Ray Lewis. Nothing good happens at a club after midnight, especially when you're talking mad shit to a Pro Bowl linebacker. In January 2000, Ray Lewis was out with his friends when some shoving in an Atlanta bar led to punches in the parking lot and eventually the stabbing death of 2 Akron 20-somethings. The Pro Bowler and his crew sped away in a stretch limo, allegedly ditched Lewis' blood-stained suit in a fast food dumpster, and then lied to investigators in the days following the incident. Murder charges were reduced to a misdemeanor obstruction of justice when Lewis agreed to testify against a couple of his friends. Number 3. Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor had a handful of arrests during his playing days, but nothing that compared to past retirement shame spiral. In 2010, Taylor was arrested in New York for paying $300 to have sex with a 16-year-old girl. The Giant legend ducked jail time. Taylor was sentenced to 6 years probation, which includes registering as a sex offender. Number 2. Michael Vick. According to federal agents, Michael Vick hung dogs. That's all you need to know, really. The Falcons quarterback started up a dogfighting enterprise, lied about his involvement, and ended up doing about 2 years, 548 days in the slammer for it, which doesn't seem like long enough sentence for the crime. Proving that you can get away with pretty much anything as long as you're a football player, Vick signed a $100 million deal with the Philadelphia Eagles less than 3 years after his release from prison. Speaking of getting away with crime, number 1. O.J. Simpson. After being acquitted of murder and writing a book, If I Did It, Simpson spent a decade quote unquote, looking for the real killer, and golfing. He's run into various troubles since his murder trial, including a tax lien in '99 and an arrest for road rage after reportedly scratching a man's face during a heated argument about a blown stop sign. OJ's out on parole after serving time for an armed robbery in which Simpson and a group of men broke into a Las Vegas hotel room to steal sports memorabilia at gunpoint. OJ will forever be known for his murder trial and not for being the Heisman Trophy winner. OJ played football for the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers of the National Football League. He's known as the Juice.